कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकि कोकिलम्। रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताया पतये नमः। जयत्याश्रितसन्त्रास ध्वान्तविध्वंसनोदयः प्रभावान् सीतया देव्या परमव्योमभास्करः परमव्योमभास्करः।
श्रीमते निगमान्त महादेशिकाय नमः। In Srimad Ramayanam, it is a moment to cherish. A moment to cherish where Rama respects, values and implements the sanctity of Maitri Bhavam, of friendship. He doesn't meet a friend who has grown up being an aristocrat, one of the richest men. No. He ends up meeting a person of the tribal community, reprimands him for falling at his feet. He says, you should embrace me. Atma Samasakha. So this guna, this attribute of Rama, where he is able to mingle with all classes of the society, with no disparity, with seeing no discrimination, that unique attribute, that gunam, is called as Saushilyam. If you remember the first few episodes of Balakandam, when 16 qualities Valmiki asks to Narada, who is the one who has got 16 qualities? Konbasmin sampratam loke gunavan, kascha viryavan, dharmajnascha kritagyascha satyavakyo dridhavrataha. So the first guna of the 16 gunas is gunavan. So what are the 16 qualities? The first quality is guna. What does guna mean? There the commentator says guna means Saushilyam. So for that he states Saushilyam is that quality. Vedanta Deshika says this quality of Rama called Saushilyam was exemplified when he moved with Guha. Nishada Raja Sauhrida Suchita Saushilya Sagara Jaya Jaya Nishada Raja. Nishada Raja, the king of the tribals. Nishada Raja Sauhrida Suchita Saushilya Sagara. You were an ocean of Saushilya. What is Saushilya? Note this down. Mahato Mandaihi Saha Nirandhena Sansleshat Swabhavaha. See, when water is kept in a tank, by mistake there is a small hole in it. Water will start flowing. Which way? Will it go upwards or downwards? In any natural process, water will always flow from higher level to lower level. Now, imagine there are a few lotus petals or rose petals at the bottom of a container, deep container. I want to feel the touch of the rose petals or the lily petals or the lotus petals. How do I touch? I can put my hand deep into the container and touch. If my hand is not that long, what will I do? So the easiest way is slowly pour water by the sides. As you pour water, as the water level rises in the container, the lotus petals, the rose petals, the lily petals, they will all rise to the top. And I can start touching and feeling it. We are all somewhere at the bottom in Samsara Sagara. Using Daya, using His mercy, the Lord puts us and raises us up. So this water flowing from the higher level to a lower level is to uplift us. Nishadanam Neta Kapikulapati Kapishabari Kuchela Kujja Savrajayuvatayoho Malya Kridati Amisham Nimnatvam Vrishagiri pater unnatemapi. So this water rises and brings us to the top. Similarly, Saushiliam is that quality of the Lord where His mercy flows from the top to bottom so that He is able to mingle and is accessible to all classes of people. Certain people may not be as rich as the others. Certain people may not be as tall as the others. Whatever attributes the society sees as something which is discriminatory, the Lord doesn't see. That is visible in Rama and Guha's Sakhyam, their friendship. Then Guha offers fruits, all those varieties which he could give to Rama. Rama initially denies it. Why? Because Guha did not have the association with a Sadacharya, with a preceptor. There was no Acharya Sambandham for this Jivatma. Without Acharya, the Lord will not accept a Jivatma. Is a rule. You may say, sir, will everybody get a good Guru? Will the Guru be good? Will the Guru be that qualified to dispense knowledge or disseminate knowledge? Will every person be lucky enough? What if the association is not permanent? You may have a variety of questions. All questions are valid. But Shastram in various points in time, be it Dharma Shastram or the Rishis who have given sutras say, without Acharya Sambandham, it is very, very tough to reach the Lord. So Acharya Sambandham is required. You may again ask, so why does another human being have to help the other human being to reach the divine? Valid question. But that human being is seen as a messenger of God. He is seen as the one who represents God. So that messenger, that particular teacher should also act in a very conducive, in a very responsible manner. That is true. Siddham satsampradaye sthiradhiyamanagam shrotriyam brahmanishtam satvastam satyavacham samayaniyataya sadhuvritya sametam dhambasuyadi muktam nijayvishayigadam dirgabandhum dayalum skalitye shasitaram vasati hitaparam deshikam bhupsuripset. So there are 16 qualities of a Sadacharya which the teacher has to suffice. He has to satisfy all these conditions. That is one side. Acharya Sambandham is required. How do we get an Acharya? Shastram tells. It says, Ishwarasya cha sauhardam yadrichha sukritam vishnor kataksham advesham abhimukyam cha satvikaihi sambhashanam shadetani acharyaha praptihetavaha. There are 6 ways. One of the 6 ways can help you get a Sadacharya. Well, there is an Acharya Purusha that is required. There are various ways to get an Acharya. An Acharya should have 16 qualities. Without an Acharya, the Lord will not accept. So, Guha did not have an Acharya Sambandham. So, Paramatma Sthaniya Rama will not accept him. Later that night he thought. See, if Guha has not obtained an Acharya, it is not because he has vowed not to get an Acharya. It is so much his karma. Fortune that he did not get an Acharya. Just because of that, if Paramatma discards the Jivatma, it won't be right. Remember, Shastram also tells when there is a scarcity of Acharya, the Lord Himself becomes the Acharya. Vyasaya Vishnurupaya Vyasarupaya Vishnave Achatur Vadanor Brahma Dvibahur Aparohari Aphala Lochana Shambhu Bhagavan Badarayanaha. Vyasa is none but Brahma minus the 3 heads. He is none but Vishnu minus the 2 hands. He is none but Shiva minus the 3rd eye. He is the Lord Himself. Magnan uddharate lokan karunyat shastrapanina, says Shastram. When the Lord feels that there is a scarcity of acharyas, He will abandon all His weapons. Shankam, Chakram, Chachapam, Parashum, Shamishum, Shulapashanku Shastram, Vajram, Ketam, Kalamusalagada, Kantamatyugra Damshtram, Jwala, Kesham, Trinetram. He will abandon all His ayudhas. He will instead take Shastram and come as Acharya. Magnan uddharate lokan karunyat shastrapanina. So the Lord Himself incarnates as an Acharya. So the Lord can also be an Acharya. So Rama thought that night, if Guha has not got an Acharya, I should not discard him. From now on, I will consider myself as the Acharya for Guha. So the next day, whatever Guha gave, he consumed. Because the previous day, he vowed, let me now be the Acharya to Guha. I should not keep blaming Guha. So this is another act which we have to look into carefully before getting judgmental. No, he was against the tribes, he was against the caste, nothing. He made himself the Acharya and consumed what Guha gave. Now, that particular night, Guha had to make arrangements for Rama Lakshmana and Seetā. So Lakshmana, he asks, Guha, where have you made the arrangements? Guha says, this is the place where I've made arrangements for your dear brother Rama, for his dear wife Seetā, and for you as well, Lakshmana. Iyam tata sukha shayya tvadarthamupakalpita pratyashvasihi sadhvasyam rajaputra yatha sukham. Rajaputra yatha sukham. Oh, you prince, stay here happily. That is when Lakshmana says, Katham dasharathau bhumau shayane sahasitaya shakya nidramaya labdhum jivitam vasukhaniva. How can I afford to sleep, Guha? How can you even think that I will be able to sleep? You have made a bed for me also. How do you think I can sleep? When my dear brother Rama, the son of Dasharatha, who has grown in the riches of Ayodhya, when Seetā, the one who was brought up in the comforts of Janaka and later under the guardianship of Dasharatha and Rama, is now lying on the floor, looking at them, struggling on this rugged earth. Do you think I will get sleep? Shakya nidramaya labdhum jivitam va sukhaniva. So let the divine couple sleep. Let Rama and Seetā sleep. You know what, Guha? I will go around them to protect them. Guha then thought, what should I do? See, if Rama and Seetā are being protected by Lakshmana, who will protect Lakshmana? So I will go around the three of them to protect Lakshmana, because Lakshmana is protecting Rama and Seetā. Then the tribal hunters who are subordinate to Guha thought, if our leader is going around the trio, then we need to protect Guha, so let us go around them. So from the top view, if you look at how that night seemed, Rama and Seetā were lying on the ground sleeping. Lakshmana was going around them, Guha was going around in the other circle, all the hunters were going around. I still remember very vividly, there used to be a game in my childhood where there were concentric circles with apertures here and there. So there used to be small balls. So as we hold that game, the ball has to go to the center. So the ball here is the divine couple. So the other people were going around protecting the divine couple. So that night looked like a constellation of stars when you look from the sky to earth. Now, Guhopi sahasutena saumitri manubhashayan anva jagrattato rama pramatto dhanurdharaha prabhatayam tu sharvaryam prithuvaksha mahayashaha uvacha rama saumitrim lakshmanam shubhalakshanam. Lakshmanam shubhalakshanam. Shatrugnaha nitya shatrugnaha. I don't know why Valmiki is so obsessed with Rama, with Lakshmana and Shatrugna. For Rama, he will just say Rama. For Bharata, he will say Bharata. But when it is Lakshmana, he will say Lakshmanaha Shubhalakshanaha. If it is Shatrugna, he will say Shatrugnaha Nitya Shatrugnaha. Because he believed that these were the only brothers who were serving truly. Lakshmana was serving Rama, Shatrugna was serving Bharata. One was serving Bhagavan, the other one was serving Bhagavata. Now, that night they all slept. When I say they all, Rama and Seetā slept. The next morning, Rama wakes up Lakshmana. I will read out the verse. Bhaskarodaya kalo saugata bhagavati nisha asau sukrishno vihagaha kokilastata kujati barhinanam cha nirghoshaha shruyate nadatambane tarama janhavim saumya shigragam sagaram gamam. So Rama wakes up Lakshmana. Sir, wait. You only said Lakshmana went around Rama and Seetā. Next morning you are saying Rama woke up Lakshmana. How is this possible, sir? Lakshmana did not sleep for 14 years, sir. How will you explain this, sir? I will do that in the next episode, sir. Dear Astika reader, I am happy to be authoring a 2-part book on the Ramayana in English. The first part is slated for release in the year 2024. The book aims to recreate and retell the Ramayana of Valmiki conforming to the ancient commentaries and other allied literature. To receive notifications of the book release, kindly register with www.deshikadaya.org/books. Namaskaram.